I'm back in the greatest city in the world right now. What's up, guys? Headed to pick up a jacket I ordered from REI. Great Patagonia jacket. Gonna get some extra stuff too for my trip. Got my last bit of errands to do. It's gonna be a good one. I was at REI, spent way too much money, as usual, and got a confirmation that I got a date tonight! That's kind of cool, I guess. Now she's texting me and saying, hey, did you figure out what we're gonna do yet? And I have not, because I've been researching how to be a good vlogger by looking at cool people like Casey Neistat or Julian, I guess is just his name, just Julian, vlogs by Julian. Researching this vlogging thing because I just kind of just started doing it, so let's do it right? Gonna be a fun date tonight if I can figure out what to do. So I'm just gonna text her back real quick and say, where should I meet you? No, that's not good enough. Gotta do better than that. Dating sucks. Let's go! How did I not pack any t-shirts? What? I didn't pack any t-shirts! They're all long sleeves! What's wrong with me? I'm an idiot! Kind of making this one up as I go, just because it's kind of fast and last minute. This is the 4th time I'll have seen this girl. It's our, I guess, 2nd date, which gets me to a weird place for dating me as a human. How should I put this? I'm a virgin! I'll keep you updated. I know it's an easy thing to overthink. And I know that a big part of it is me projecting my own expectations on people. So I get to this point where, what do you say? It's like, yeah, you can present the information. Sure, there's pros and cons for everybody's perspective. But when somebody's expecting something, like, I met this girl out dancing, sometimes you just have that solid connection right away. You just feel each other. And not always just blues, but you feel it. And knowing that I'm leaving in a couple weeks and having such a short period of time, things get compressed and exciting, and maybe she doesn't have the expectations I'm putting on her. There's always that chance. Could be a night of disappointment. Could be a night of elation. You never know, so there's that little extra huzzah! Extra risk, that's what I'm saying, of presenting, me. And I guess it's a vulnerability thing, and I suppose that's a good thing. Everybody's vulnerable about their belief system, their standards that they have set for themselves. That makes sense, and it's okay to be vulnerable. Actually, I think vulnerability is a really good thing. I say it's one of the most important things in a relationship, but I really think it's one of the most important things in life, is this ability to just be vulnerable and expect that it may go right, it may go wrong, it could go any way, but you're willing to be uncomfortable. It's difficult to be uncomfortable, but it's important because that's where growth happens. It's just like training or exercising. As soon as you start to make yourself get really tired, as soon as you start to get that ache, that pain, that's where you're really gonna improve. Real progress happens when the tank is empty. So let's see how tonight goes. Should be fun still. Even with all this stupid pressure I put on myself. I've got it. I'm gonna give her the Josiah. I'm a fresh vlogger, I just started vlogging. Do you guys want to hear the story of my roommate Josiah? Join me. Say hello to the internet world. So Josiah was really lame, right? He was dating this girl. We were 22, 23, because he was dating this girl for 4 or 5 weeks. He still hadn't kissed her yet. She totally wanted him to, really bad. Now, mind you, Josiah was raised a Mormon, super conservative, and never really got outside of his bubble, anything like that. So we're listen, you gotta break this fix that you're in or whatever, right? So we told him, as soon as she walked into the apartment, walk up to her, grab her by the face, and just plant one on her as hard as he could, right away, no weirdness, no awkwardness, and just be bam. Now that that's done, let's have a fun, not weird, awkward night. I'm gonna do the same thing, instead of let's have a great time tonight. By the way, I'm a virgin. I'm gonna try it tonight.
Are you Josiah?
No, I'm not Josiah. No, I was his roommate. I told him to do it. But I just met this girl a few days ago. And fun fact, I'm a virgin.
Get out of here.
Weird. It's really weird to bring that up in conversation because it's like people have expectations, right? You're like, oh, I met this guy last week. We danced. We had fun. We had a good time. Now we're going to go out on like an official date and have a good time, right?
Yeah.
How do you say, oh, well, I'm a virgin. Those expectations.
Why do you need to tell anybody that? If it got to a point where we were like getting physical and we continued not continuing, that's when the conversation I would be expecting to be had. But I would not expect you to say, be upfront right away.
Normally I would agree completely. I'm leaving for like a 6 to 8 month trip in like 2 weeks, right? She knows this. So the pressure's kind of on a little bit. Like it's a little bit more accelerated, I think, than most normal interactions, I suppose.
You want
I also recognize that this is me kind of like imposing, not really imposing my own expectations on her. Not imposing my expectations, that sounds wrong. What's the psychological term I'm looking for? Projecting. I know the word. Projecting.
So you want her to know.
Yes.
I really don't think that you would be perceived as weird if you didn't have sex with her. I think you'd be perceived as respectful.
That's what I like to think.
Because
it's kind of how it normally
probably
goes.
What you're doing to yourself, right? Is respecting yourself.
Absolutely.
So I think that it would come off the same to another.
Dude, stranger knowledge. Hell yeah. What's your name?
Tara.
Mike.
Nice to meet you, Mike.
And your name? Tanisha. You've been quiet, but I'm sure you're mirroring the same thing she's saying. Yeah, Tanisha. All right.
She's the best listener.
Perfect.
She really is.
Cool. What are you guys doing tonight?
Talking, listening.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Rad?
Yeah. We'll let you get back to it.
I don't need to do that. That was super rad. What a cool human. I freaking love people so much. Great advice. Now I don't know whether I'm going to do the Josiah or not. So here I am, hanging out and waiting. Lots of that to come. Projecting. That's the word I was looking for. Maybe I'm just projecting expectations onto her. And I shouldn't do that. Organic. Don't worry about it. It's just gonna happen the way it happens. It's the way it should be. I chickened out. That was a fun date. I had a good time. It was weird. Something shifted. I felt like the first half or so was a little forced. I don't know what it was. Something just kind of like, boom, threw me off. I was overanalyzing it, obviously. Duh. Too much pressure. Just need to let that whole virgin sex thing happen organically. We didn't even talk about it. It didn't even come up. I don't know why I put some of I do know why I put some of this pressure, because it was a really big deal, it feels like, in my last relationship. Like, part of what led to the downfall in a way. Not in a direct way. In a unable to show fully our affection for each other kind of way. Which put a block up, I think. Which, I don't know. Suffice it to say, organic. After that first half, things were pretty good though. We went to go BMXing. I was going to go to this cool little spot right on the water on the Williamsburg side of the Williamsburg Bridge. They were closing as we got there. Ended up getting some overpriced Mexican food. Had some really good guacamole. Don't tell Rebeliano. And then we wandered and walked. We walked back over the bridge, literally through Chinatown, just talking, hanging out. Organic.
Do you mind? I got a lady caller.
That's my peanut butter.
We're all out of peanut butter. What's going on?
How often do you do that to my peanut butter, you sicko? I don't know, I was wondering why I was disappearing so fast.
Our peanut butter. Well, are you gonna go get more or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go. Just keep it down. I'm gonna go back to my lady friend.
Tomorrow's gonna be a big day. I got a lot of nothing to do. I'll be sure to show you. Happy trails.